was so swamped yesterday with sessions. I got, just way too busy. I wanted to still get on, and then something came up. But anyways, I wanted to tell you guys that we need to get wise. We need to stop giving the devil satisfaction in pushing our buttons. We need to take our expectations off of what we think should happen and completely look at this as being a spiritual battle, because that is what this is. It's a spiritual battle. So as long as we keep thinking what our husband or wife should do and what they shouldn't, we're going to keep getting disappointed. So whatever they're doing right now or they're not doing, don't take it personal. This right now, this time, is you and God. God needs to be your husband. God needs to be your wife. If you lost your wife, God needs to be your father. All of that. I encourage people in this time, because my coach did this. She told us all to wear a ring. Like, go out and get one of those rubber rings, or you could go if you have one laying around the house, and put the ring on, and that's going to symbolize your marriage and your covenant with God, because he needs to be first anyway. So anyways, if your husband comes home today and tells you, let's reconcile, let's work on the marriage, you need to be prepared for false starts, because that happens a lot. So if your husband comes home today and says, let's work on the marriage, and then tomorrow is leaving again, are you going to be able to handle that? In the natural, you will not. You need to keep your eyes on Jesus, because if your eyes are not on him, you will sink, just like Peter. As long as he kept his eyes on Jesus, he was walking on the water. As soon as he looked at his circumstances and the lightning, he sunk. So we need to do the same thing. If we're constantly trying to figure it out, God's going to let us be disappointed because our focus is on them instead of him. And I remember when God was telling me in my marriage to let go, and I'm thinking, well, God, you're telling me to stand for my marriage, and then now you're telling me to let go? Like, isn't that kind of hypocritical? But he didn't mean let go of the marriage, but I was holding on to it so deeply that I couldn't be all that I needed to be in God, because I was holding on to it so tightly, where it had so much power over me and so much effect on my actions. It moved me in so many ways. And you're going to see that the stronger that you get, it's not going to move you. And you have to get wise. Again, I'm going to tell you, the devil is using your husband to push your buttons and other people around you. You need to look at them as the enemy. Don't treat them as the enemy. Treat them as Jesus would, with love. Remember what they say. Love the sinner, hate the sin. And we also need to not be a doormat, like I said. So we need to practice the ABCs. And that's something that we need to be hip to hip with God in, to be able to know the proper time to all of this. Anyways, I hope that this helped. Let's stop putting our marriages up on a pedestal and let it move us in every which way. And look to God for our strength, and look to God for our, contentment. And like Paul says, let's be content in all ways, in all things. So, for instance, right now, this season isn't going to last. It's going to be something else in the next. And new level, new devils is real, guys. When you enter that promised land, it's not going to be all perfect. You're being trained for that, because you got new devils coming. So that's why this preparation phase is so important. Anyways, I hope this word helped. I love you all. I'm praying for you all. Prayer requests in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to this video, please. We need to get the word out. Again, like I said, I didn't even want to do this assignment, but God has me on this, and you need to be obedient too. Like, if God's telling you to leave and go somewhere else. And, you know, like, he's going to provide. Don't think, well, I don't have the money to do it. He'll provide as you do it. So if he's telling you to relocate, if he's telling you to get a new job, like, whatever he's telling you, you have to be obedient. I wasn't obedient, you know, for like 6 months when he was telling me I had to do this, and now I know I needed to do it. And the same thing with you. He's going to make that clear. Okay, so that, and then lastly, let's compare it to Jonah. Jonah was running from what God said to do, and that's why when he ended up on that boat, that the wrath affected everybody else. He was up under God's wrath, just like your prodigal is. That's why he's creating a separation between you two, because God is trying to protect you, I tell you all. And then, not to mention, you know, the devil is creating it, but God's allowing it for your good. Because, see, what you don't understand is, just like Jonah, the wrath was affecting all those people on the boat. God is so good, he doesn't want that to touch you. So I hope that this helped. But see, just like Jonah, God got his attention. The whale swallowed him, and then he ended up, you know, committing to the journey. So the same thing for your spouses and you. So anyways, if you haven't already, join the Facebook group. It is Dead Marriages Redeemed. Come on over and join. If you want to book a session, it's $30. deadmarriagesredeemed@gmail.com. I still have some openings this week. I try to let people in. There's cancellations that reschedule, and, you know, we can make it work, because I know that this is tough and I don't want anyone to do this alone. Anyways, that all being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and do something for you. Spend some time with God and ask him what you should be doing next. He always is telling us to do things in that season. Like right now, is he telling you to focus on healing? Is he telling you to focus on forgiveness? Is he telling you to focus on hearing his voice? But he's always giving us instruction. Find out what he's having you do. All right, guys. God bless. I love you. You got this. You will see the C's part. God bless.